From Athens to Starkville, welcome to Davis Wade Stadium. Mississippi State, after a bye week, trying to get back onto their winning ways, taking on BYU, a team that has really struggled, surprisingly, losing 5 consecutive games. They'll try to get their ship headed in the right.
Their feet offensively, and can they evolve a little bit in that passing game? Because they've already demonstrated this year that they can be a strong rushing offense.
Well, this is a rematch of a game played out in Provo last year that saw BYU win in double overtime against the Bulldogs. It was 14-14 at the end of regulation, but BYU won it 28-21. The Cougars also came here way back in 2001 and knocked off Mississippi State 41-38 in that contest. But a nice little interesting home-and-home matchup between Mississippi State and BYU. Mississippi State won the toss, by the way. They defer, so BYU will get the football first to start this one. Offensively, they have had their issues, averaging just 11 points a game, 126th in the country. And this kick will sail 5 yards deep. So on a 1st down and 10 to start the game offensively for the Cougars. They'll go with the fullback. They'll come near side. Pass is caught and close to the 1st down.
And will collapse the line of scrimmage inside out.
Colotao with the carry, hit right.
Move the chains early.
Trey Dye checks in at running back, but they will sling it to the wide side of the field. Pau makes the catch. Yeah, we got the indication that using the term short leash might be a little much, but not a long leash for sure. They'll go to the fullback, Braden El-Bakri. Had a great opening drive for their first series last week, trying to extend this one, and that should be good enough for a 1st down.
I think we'll establish some of that comfort level early.
1st down and 10 for the Cougars. Again, quick throw near side. Pau this time. Not. Micah Simon goes in motion, but they'll hand it off going the other way, and nowhere to run against the stout front.
Hill and rub decals with you.
Colotao in the backfield along with El-Bakri. They'll just do an inside handoff and get it inside Mississippi State territory. But
early, run the football and play field position.
Linehan with the nice kick down to Fitzgerald.
State as well. We talked the limitations for BYU at quarterback. It's protection for the Bulldogs. Incredibly productive at his linebacker position.
On 3rd down and relatively long, Fitzgerald throws near side. Keith Mixon wide open, 1st down. He'll get it out over the 3rd.
It out to the boundary. Keith Mixon, 2nd leading receiver for Mississippi State.
Fitzgerald wrapped up close to the.
Yeah, I am saying that. The statistics would support that.
Here's Fitzgerald looking for a little bit of room, and not much there.
They don't want Fitzgerald to look for the deep ball as much. They want him to take the easy layups.
Rolling near side, pass is complete.
Was able to find Jackson to move the sticks.
A little too tight end look for Mississippi State on 1st down and 10. Fitzgerald, a little shoulder fake. Now he's in some trouble. Open in the middle of the field. Keith Mixon probably going to sit him out for the remainder of the year. Play clock winding down, 2 seconds. Nice hole off the right side. Down to the 15-yard line goes. There is.
Come up and make that tackle low. You can see why Dan Mullen likes what he has at running back this year between the tackles.
Again, go with Williams. This time, not a whole lot of room. 10th play of this drive coming up on 2nd down, and let's call it 9. Fitzgerald trying to find some running room. Has it to the 5. Powering his way to the end zone. Touchdown. Mississippi State, 15 yards.
Go! Get in there! Touchdown!
And Nick Fitzgerald showing how he manages the pocket well on the one downfield throw.
Logan Cook's kick is another 5.
You could change at quarterback. We haven't seen much of Garantano. A little bit of the unknown for the South Carolina defense.
On first down and 10, they'll hand it off. And, you and I.
Opponent goes right down the field. Take your shot while you can still have a semblance of a play-action run game.
That pass just flat out.
Georgia was able to hit a deep play off the flea flicker. Don't let anything behind you and give up anything cheap.
Trying to set up a little screen game, and they do to Trey Dye, and he'll be, that's going to be close to the mark. Maybe a little. Mississippi State trying to block that kick. They have been really good at that the last few years, but just misses. This will roll inside the 20-yard line. Victories here for the Bulldog football program. On first down and 10. Well, it's the second time we've seen Fitzgerald.
And he short hopped that one, and then, of course, on this series.
Here's Fitzgerald. He's out to the 25-yard line.
Back away from you. Defenses that stack the line of scrimmage, like BYU is here, occupying every gap.
They were loading the box. Fitzgerald trying to find a little creep.
Taki with that closing speed to get Fitzgerald down.
Shelton back to return this punt. Will catch it and hit immediately. Back around the 16-yard. Tied at 14 at the end of regulation in that game. Now BYU with their third possession of the afternoon. Mangum gets to the outside. Tredeman will have a first down to the 30.
The guy's jacked.
And what a great guy to talk to. That pass is dropped.
It's undoing their success so far.
On second down. Pass is caught. Tackle is broken. Tolu Thomas. Austin, the sophomore out of Sandy, Utah. Former high school quarterback, making a couple of guys miss, needed a couple of yards. I don't think he got anything out of it.
He overloaded towards the boundary side of the formation.
Linehan's punt. Fair catch called for inside. Session back on the field for Mississippi State. Hand it off. Williams dancing around. He's out over the 25 to the 26 to midfield on their opening possession, and then had to punt it away. Here's Williams. He's dancing around, looking for a little bit of room, and finds it. First down over the 30 to the 32.
Bulldogs get away from the run if this persists.
They'll fake it to Williams. Fitzgerald. Pass caught. And he finds Gabe Miles. The senior picks up 21 yards.
Thus far.
Pressure comes. Bulldogs pick it up. Pass is caught inside the 40. That'll be good enough for another first down. Jamal.
False start. Offense, number 17.
Well, what a good runner he is. I like the idea that you kind of empty the playbook, whatever it takes to win.
Fitzgerald, a lot of time to throw. Pass is called. Donald Gray with the.
It's able to overcome a defense's singular focus. They need another threat in that receiving corps.
Fake it again to Williams. Fitzgerald throws on the run. I'm going to say pass is caught. You're talking about it. Thomas on the reception if it holds. There's another look.
They end up ruling this incomplete. The ball comes popping. Came out, did not complete the catch.
Fitzgerald, good footwork in the pocket and almost a nice throw. It was a Fitzgerald, Donald Gray had it, dropped it. Flag is.
Pass interference. Defense, number 1.
On a fourth down.
A first down and 10. They'll give it to Williams. To the left of Fitzgerald. Couple of tight ends in this formation working the right side. Williams gets it down inside the 15, 4-yard pickup. 10th play of this drive. They'll stack receivers to the left but run it to the right. Fitzgerald cuts it back. Big hit at the 10. Uses that 6'5" frame and picks up 5. First and goal. Hand off to Williams. Spins out of trouble. Keeps his feet alive.
All over.
Second and goal from the 7. Fitzgerald has all day. High throw and picked off in the end zone. This could go all the way back for Dayan Gawolaku. Breaks a tackle and is down at the 32. Usually they're the team that's been turning it over this year. They were -10 in the turnover margin department, 125th in the country. They'll dump it off to Hefo and
end zone to your opponent, but flip the field and give your offense a chance to get in the scoring position here.
Handoff left side on second down. They're going to say loose football. Mississippi State wants it, and they will have it.
Back, and they did subsequently off of the pick.
Nice handoff to the freshman Kylan Hill, and they are
offense to its fullest extent with him in there. He doesn't want to put more pressure on Nick Fitzgerald to make sure the true freshman's doing it right.
Back-to-back carries now for Hill, who was the highest-rated running back to come to Mississippi State since Jarius Norwood back in.
Those backs are bigger and more downhill. Kylan Hill can do a little bit of both.
On second down, Fitzgerald buys a little bit of time, tries to fit it into a small window, but here comes a flag on the back end.
Pass interference. Offense, number 25. Penalty enforced at the spot of foul. Automatic first down.
From midfield, hard run from Nick Gibson, the sophomore, still on his feet. I think he lost his shoe. First down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Leading 7-0, second quarter action. Around the corner goes Kylan Hill.
But they're not loading the box, to be sure. Many times, a lot of these runs outnumbered.
Hill again on the carry.
Far, and this is a bonus possession because of the red zone turnover in the end zone.
Boy, nice play action. Fitzgerald all day to throw, going to the end zone, and that is incomplete. Right side of the field, one to the near side. We'll try to set up a little screen, and it works. First down, and then some. Thomas with a nice move, still on his feet inside the 10. It'll be another first and goal for the.
Considering the convoy that was out front.
Play action, quick hitter, passes bobbled and caught. Donald Gray, touchdown Mississippi State, 9 yards out. Jace Chrisman with the point after. It is up and good.
Parkville. Well,
kick sails to the end zone, and with that, let's bring in.
On his mascot head, it's got to be difficult to stay upright.
See, those are the things that you bring to the table that other guys don't, and that's why I love working with you. Well, back. Mangum has time, throws to the wide side, and that's a heck of a grab. Just shy of the first down. It goes to baseball player for the Cougars. They'll fake the toss sweep. Mangum deep down the middle, has a man wide open at the 28-yard line. Hefo somehow.
Defensively, that was one of the things they were looking to keep out.
Mangum going to the near side, and there's a couple of flags that come in.
There were fouls by both teams. Ineligible receiver downfield offense, number 71. Pass interference, defense, number 25. Those fouls will offset.
So first down and 10. Kafintis in at the Wildcat.
Stab one in there.
Going up top, Mangum trying to loft it up in the back of the end zone, too far for everybody.
Film fringe here.
Little draw play. El Bakri, longest to date. Trying to set a new career high from the far hash. Good clean snap. Hold is on the way. And the kick is delivered. The run game in general has been good for Mississippi State. They'll pick up a couple the hard way there.
Guy they need to be very active, especially if Mississippi State remains committed to the ground game.
Again, it's Williams, cuts it back. He'll get it out to the 34.
Very active from the second level.
Fitzgerald will keep it himself, and he'll have the first down to the 40.
The yardage needed.
Into a small window, Donald Gray.
Tight window, that was a second story window. Went above the coverage.
Again, good clean pocket. Fitzgerald down the field, and a falling first down. Just inside the 50. Fitzgerald will keep it himself. Nick inside the 35. Thanks, guys. Good to see the boys on the set. We'll see you guys in a matter of moments. 1:38 to go before halftime here. Williams with that carry on first down. We'll pick up 3. 145 on the ground, 126 through the air. Fitzgerald will throw. Boy, another drop ball. There have been.
Second down play. Mississippi State was trying to go fast after the first down snap.
Nice catch inside the 20. It's Donald.
He catches that ball, and it was a contested throw.
Fitzgerald keeps it again, and Nick will be hit around the 15.
Powell just stayed right inside, but either way, it's an easy 4-yard gain.
Over the middle.
What the Mississippi State defense gave up, it was a difference in the game.
On third down, Fitzgerald will keep it himself. Nick cuts it back, dives for the end zone, touchdown. And there he is, making a play for his club. 14 yards out on the run.
He's clearly in the end zone using that big body.
Point after
first half, there's just not a lot they could do to slow Nick Fitzgerald down. Now, offensively, they will stick with Tanner Mangum. They said he's feeling okay, and they just need to be better on third down.
We'll see how that transpires here in the final 2 quarters. First play, handoff right side.
It's out there on the field a long time there in the first half.
Williams again cuts it back. He'll have the first down without a fumble. Only team in the SEC this year without a fumble. Nowhere to run. Second down. Pressure right up the middle, but they'll swing it out to Williams. Breaks a couple of tackles and stumbles to the 45-yard line. Another. Keep it on the ground. They'll go with a freshman, Kylan Hill, driving the pile inside the 35. He'll have a dozen yards and a first down.
You can see that they've got a nice stable.
That time, Hill.
He's put together. I mean, he looks the part.
Reminds me a little bit of Nick Chubb, his frame. Fitzgerald trying to look like Joe Montana. 31 yards to Jamal Couch. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A 75-yard drive for Mississippi State. This one 3 minutes off the clock. Point after is up and good. Logan Cook to the goal line. Michael Shelton bringing it out. Shelton hit around the.
Maybe receiving, huh?
Could be. Haven't seen that dimension yet today. Out of the pistol formation. Mangum on the run. Hit as he throws.
Diminish some of his speed. I haven't seen him limping. He's definitely gutting it out. But I haven't seen it really hamper his mobility much. They're not big chunk yardage gainers.
Kowatau will head to the bench on this third down throw. Pass is caught. Simon spins out of it, has the first down.
They're seeking to make plays for them physically in the run game. They can also hold up in coverage.
Mangum trying to dump.
After the play was over, personal foul, defense, number 10, 15-yard penalty.
Use some of that talent.
And off left side, second down. No, Backery slides out of the backfield, but that pass is tipped. This is where they get in trouble throwing the football with a bunch of those picks. Mangum steps up, fires, and that one is...
Spots previous coordinator spent time in the tackle box. That time with a nice pass breakup.
Fair catch.
Fitzgerald trying to fill some pretty sizable shoes for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, we were here for Texas A&M game last year. Just a straight handoff and nowhere to run.
But he's been very active from that edge position.
Third down, and Fitzgerald has his pass knocked.
Talking about a 5-game losing streak coming into this matchup. The defense able to force the ball back to their offense.
Good kick by Logan Cook. Shelton on the return. It was met by a couple of Bulldog defenders. 2-game stretch at Georgia, at Auburn. Bo Tanner coming around, and
after last night, you don't need a ranked matchup to get some big upsets,
no.
right? Washington State going down to Cal, and then obviously Clemson.
Down and 6. Tanner Mangum has gone the distance at quarterback for BYU. Out of the pistol, they'll hand it off left side. Nothing there. Braden fell back. Loose football scooped up by Gray, and
To today's regional final with a chance at a trip to the Masters to compete at Augusta. Coach Mullen told me he did.
On Warner, the senior out of San Marcos, California, the captain on this team. Fitzgerald, another clean pocket, comes to the wide side. That pass is caught by Keith Mixon. He'll have Fitzgerald 14 out of 24, 200 yards through the air. He'll go the other way. And Mixon again.
Have to hit the ball downfield. Let's let our playmakers make those plays in space.
Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald making a couple of guys miss and will step out of bounds.
So you can see him up here.
There goes Williams to the
Infinity in Provo. They're down here at sea level, and this is a hot, humid day late in October.
Fitzgerald throws to the tight end, Jordan Thomas.
As it was, and now you're losing even more guys.
Bulldogs will pick up the first down.
They're showing pressure. Fitzgerald able to check.
He'll come near side with it. Boy, Fitzgerald really saw the field well, was patient. First down and 10, 10th play of this drive. They'll play fake it to Williams. Fitzgerald picked off again. Gawolaku. His second pick today out to the 44 yard.
Comes up with another turnover. Yards, especially on the heels of a turnover.
Mangum. Good clean pocket over the middle. Pass is caught. Touchdown.
Between the mascots or up here in the booth?
I'm always going to win that. Here goes Keith Mixon and a loose football, and so Mangum to the wide side, and 7. Here is Mangum. Little shoulder fake. Pocket collapse, and down he goes. Loss of 5.
Understanding just how much talent he has inside at that tackle spot.
4-down look on 3rd and long over the middle. That one is incomplete. 28-10. 4th down and 12 coming up for BYU. Some stunts up front from Mississippi State. Mangum over the middle. That one will be picked off at the goal line from Brandon Bryant. He'll bring it out. And Bryant hit at the 30 and out of bounds.
They ran a game and their defensive line exchanging their pass rush lanes. Disrupted Tanner Mangum. Hadn't seen it all game, right?
Right.
You know,
Hand it off to Williams. Nice little cutback. He'll have the first down of the play. Quick throw to midfield. Hughes. And losing to the orange. Here's Williams. Nick Gibson in at running back, but Fitzgerald will keep it. Nice move, and he'll be dropped out of bounds. 5 seconds. Fitzgerald throws. Flag comes in.
Feel about ineligible receivers with linemen downfield.
Handoff goes to Gibson. Yards rushing on 14 carries today. Career average of 6.8 per rush, but he's at 7.2 today. Inside handoff to Nick Gibson. Fitzgerald will keep it, try to get to the 20.
And Farad Green to the left.
They will throw it on 4th and short. He'll have the first down and a little bit more. First down and 10. 8.5 to go. Hand off to Williams. Turns the corner on the right side, and he'll get it inside the 10. Nice.
And sizable bites, but not big chunks. The thing is not one that's comfortable in obvious passing downs. And don't trust a quarterback to convert.
There's Williams, tries to cut it to the outside. Does he get over the line? He does. Touchdown, Mississippi.
Look at him hog molly. There you go. Get in there. That's it. Touchdown.
Mississippi State, 5 yards out. Aries Williams. His second rushing touchdown this year. Plus yard drive for the Bulldogs. That one 12 plays. They've had what, 4 10-plus play. Sound of the cowbell. This kick being brought out by Triniment, and he is hit at the 12. And
Everybody. A little hostile.
All right, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. Mangum over the middle. Big hit right at the 15-yard.
Very distracting.
You know, he said, you know, part of the reason they wanted to make this trip down here is great. A lot of these kids haven't seen this part of the country, SEC environment.
We saw him doing walkthroughs in the parking lot yesterday.
Mangum, a little bit low.
Training facilities. Not the easiest circumstance.
Donald Gray will make the fair contest. Good crowd on hand. Basketball season. Practice underway. 3-time state champ. 1 in football, 2 in basketball.
You kind of wonder if you're getting a glimpse of yeah. Nick's got an uncle who used to play defensive back at the University of Georgia with the big game later on tonight versus Missouri. Most, if not all, of those boxes.
End over end kick by Cook. Shelton will let this one hit into the end zone.
Ferris Williams, though, Nick Gibson, and then Kylan Hill, the new face.
Realized that he was going on a 2-year mission. They kind of backed off of him. Decided to sign with Southern Utah and went on. 3rd down. And that one is incomplete.
You know, they're in a bye week. They get Kentucky coming off a bye, does Mississippi State. They've already had their toughest game out of that East Division. And you look at the
Keaton Thompson again at quarterback. Dontavian Lee with the carry. He'll pick.
So they had an opportunity to win that game versus the Gators.
That handoff to Dontavian Lee.
Incredibly strong here in the back half of their season.
Thompson will keep it himself, breaks a couple of tackles, has the first down at the 40.
They can weather, but there's no doubt that a streak like this will certainly test the character of your football program.
4-2 on the year. Meanwhile, BYU will drop to 1-6. Nick Fitzgerald led the way 241 yards passing, couple of touchdowns on the ground, had 103 all told, 84 plays, 546 yards of offense for Mississippi State, and they